this is a good time to expand on your spirituality, tap on your psychic abilities. If you feel like you have Claire's psychic abilities, this is a good time to really practice them. I will open a workshop for that. So wait for it. I want to do it in person too. So that would be so much fun because doing it online, like, how can yeah, we're gonna do it in person. So if you wanna if you wanna enhance that, I am trying and planning to open a workshop for psychic skills development. That would be so much fun. Hi everyone, this is Jill of AstroloJill. So for this video, we will be doing Cancer 2024 horoscopes. If you are a Cancer rising, this is the best video to watch. However, you can also watch this as a Cancer sun and moon. This will be a collective reading, so not everything might resonate with you, and that's totally okay. If you want a much more personalized reading, I do highly suggest that you book a session with your favorite astrologer, aka me. Hi everyone. So for this portion of the video, I'm just going to show you what I'm wearing. This is my Enchanted cosmetics line, and feel free to skip this part if you're really not interested. I'm going to put chapters down there just so you could skip straight to the horoscope. You don't have to watch this, but only if you are interested, okay? So for the first part, I am wearing my base, which is my foundation. I'm wearing the shade number 2. So I already placed that. The enchantment for this one is obsession. And then next one that I would like to do is my eyeshadow. This is the number 1 eyeshadow. So the intention and the enchantment that I put in here is for you to be more creative and to spark inspiration, as well as attraction and irresistible boost. And if you're seeking to manifest your desires, this will truly help you because it will work with the eyes, and the eyes are the windows to the soul. So this is really good. So for this one, I'm just gonna do a very simple pink lid, and I like to use my fingers. So there, as you can see, this is a shimmer. I really like it. This is also what I use for work. In case you guys didn't know, I work as a flight attendant. That is my day job. Although I think this is my main thing. But my day job is being a flight attendant, and I work the Trans-Pacific flights, which is minimum 12 hours, and this lasts. Actually, not just this, but all of the makeup lasts. All right, so that is my lid. Next one that I'll do is my blush. I used the Hecate blush for this video. Sorry, this one keeps on falling. The garter is loose. But I'm gonna use the Hecate blush, this cushion, and it's moisturizing. And the enchantment that I put for the Hecate blush is transformation as well as empowerment. The shade also gives you a perfect drunk blush look. So you can open this up. There's the cushion. You can either press. If you guys are into ASMR, I can do an ASMR thing, but I feel like it's too late now. There. Then I use my fingers to blend it out. There. Nice flush. There. If you want the drunk blush, you can put it here too. I like to do this because it gives me like a doll look, a dainty doll look. There. So, diba? In fairness. Okay, so that is my Hecate blush. Next one is my lips. So for this one, I'm gonna do the Gemini horoscope starting now, but I'm gonna put this clip on other videos. But I'm gonna use the Gemini pink lip lacquer, and this one has the enchantment of Gemini energy, which is being a smarty pants, communication, and being versatile. I really like this shade too. It's a fuchsia pink, and since it's a gold bottle, it has a velvet finish. There. So despite it having a velvet finish, after a few moments, it's going to dry up and be kiss-proof and transfer-proof. There. All right, next one is my earrings. So my earrings are from Enchanted Airy. She hand makes these, and the rose is an actual rose. Sorry, it won't focus. It's still focusing on me, sorry. But this one is an actual rose encased in resin. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's in resin and it will be forever in there. And it has gold. It doesn't tarnish. There. That's my earrings for today. So pretty, very date night look. And then lastly, another thing from Enchanted Airy are my ribbons. I love putting ribbons on my hair. It has been my thing since I was a teenager. So I'm gonna put it on here. My favorite hairstyle. There. So that my hair is out of my face. Should I put another one? Yeah, sure. Why not? There. So that's my look for today, guys. What do you think? All right. So another last thing that I put on is my healing oil. So as of this moment, while I'm recording this, I am actually paralyzed hips down. I move around in a wheelchair or in crutches. I got injured in my work as a flight attendant. And it was December, so everybody was flying. So we had to lift bags. Please, if you're traveling, pack your bags, lift them yourselves. Don't ask the FAs to do it. But in our case, I had to do it because elderly, of course we have to help them. And it's not a problem for me to help at all. I work out, but yeah, anyway, I got injured, my spine straightened, my lumbar spine straightened due to a muscle spasm, and yeah, I can't walk. I'm going through physical therapy as of now. And this one helps me a lot. My doctor said that it'll take me a week to recover and actually walk, but it has been just 3 days, and I can actually walk already, just in pain, of course, but I can't walk too much. But yeah, I use this. This is the Isis healing oil, and I infused this with Reiki. I am a Reiki practitioner. So what I like to do, aside from putting it in the affected area in my hips, I like to put it in my hair. This will be good as a hair oil. Very nice. Gives you a shine. So there, put it in my hair. As you can see, it gives a really pretty shine there. Diba? Yan. O, diba? It smells so good too. Yeah, you guys can get all of these from my shop. I'm gonna be reopening after I post the horoscopes. So there, healing oil, really good to enhance your healing if you are sick and you need a boost in healing. The healing oil would definitely help you. So there, thanks for watching this part. If you did reach to this point, and let's go over to the horoscope. To add, the Gemini Lip Lacquer has finally dried. Mwah. Mwah. Transfer proof. Transfer proof. Now, before we start with the actual horoscope of the zodiac for this video, it's very crucial that you take down these important dates, okay? So for January 1, 2024, Mercury retrograde finally ends. So what a good start of the year, right? We're finally going into 2024 with a clear mind and Mercury in direct, so communication will be really, really smooth. See, it's still Mercury retrograde. I stuttered. Next is January 20. So Pluto is in Aquarius for the first time since the 1700s. I believe it's 1797 or 1798. I'll have to double check. But this will be the first time it's going to go into Aquarius again. And the last time that it went on Pluto and Aquarius, a very notable historical event was when Napoleon Bonaparte and his French troops captured Cairo. You know, Pluto is a planet of transformation, and Aquarius is very futuristic. So it's really pushing boundaries into something that will benefit or really make an impact in the future. So we will be expecting a lot of movements like that for starting January 2024. So the wars, and then a change in mindset for people. People will not be tolerating as much bullshit anymore. And Aquarius, this is a good time to advocate for the rights of the marginalized communities and really help the collective. You want to add your transformational energy into this age, into this Pluto in Aquarius transit. So, Aquarius, futuristic, Pluto, transformation. So, expect a lot of that starting January 20. And then another date that I want you to take note is March 25. This is going to be the start of the eclipse season for 2024. I know, eclipse again. We had so much eclipses last 2023 and 2022. So, yes, eclipse again. And this will start with a lunar eclipse in Libra, March 25. And this is going to be very life changing. And the ones that will be affected by this will be Libra placements and Aries placements. So, eclipse is all about shedding and then really letting go of the things that no longer serve you, being more authentic to self. So, be sure that you hold on to those energies come March 2025. So, next one is April 1. This is going to be like a joke. It's going to be the first Mercury retrograde of the year. Yeah, April 1, really? April Fool's Day, but it's not a joke, it's real. April 1, Mercury retrograde, it's gonna be in Aries, so watch your mouth. Aries is a very hot-headed sign. I know I'm an Aries moon myself, so I that is one of the shadows that I try to really suppress or really control and work with. And Mercury retrograde in Aries just signifies that you will be more hot-tempered, and you're you will have to watch your temper. You will have to watch your anger. Your words will be swords. Mercury in the tarot, communication is swords. And in astrology, Mercury is communication, and it will be wielded by Aries, literally the warrior of the zodiac. So your words will be like swords during Mercury retrograde, April 1. So do make sure that you don't let go of too hurtful words. They will always have an impact no matter what we try to give out there. So be careful with your words and be extra kind. What's good about knowing what a transit is at least you'll have some sort of control, and the awareness of it will help you plan ahead. The first eclipse season will end with the solar eclipse in Aries. So again, eclipse season, this time it's going to be in Aries. So more energy into being a go-getter rather than looking at the downside of Aries, which is hot-tempered, impatient. Rather, for solar eclipse on April 8th in Aries, you want to enhance the good side of Aries, being action-oriented, being fearless, confident, and being a go-getter. So those are the energies you want to manifest for April 8th at the solar eclipse in Aries. So next one is Jupiter and Uranus will form a conjunction on April 20. This will help you really break free from the things that are from the expectations of society and the things that people expect us to be, but you know for a fact you don't want to be anymore. This is going to be for the collective, all right? This is transits happening for everyone, not just for the sign of this video. So April 20, good time to really break out of your shell, move out, find your own thing. And it's time to realize that you are your own person and you shouldn't be doing things for the benefit of other people just because they expect you to. At the end of the day, you're living for yourself. All right? Next, May 25. Jupiter will enter from Taurus into Gemini. Now, Jupiter is actually a detriment in Gemini. It was much more comfortable on the opposition of Gemini, which is Sagittarius. But having a very expansive planet into Gemini, which is the most talkative sign in the zodiac, you will be encouraged to learn, expand on your knowledge, expand on your charisma, expand on your communication. Despite Jupiter not being so comfortable here, Jupiter is always the bringer of good luck, the bringer of expansion. So it will expand you into Gemini energies, being versatile, confident in your speaking, talkative, and very Gemini things. Smart, even. A lot of the Geminis I know are very smart and intelligent. They're very fast too. So I really like that about Gemini. A lot of my best friends are Geminis. All right. So another Mercury retrograde is going to happen on August 5. Mercury retrograde take 2. And it's going to be it's going to start in Virgo and then moves over to Leo eventually. So Mercury is happy in Virgo, but it being in retrograde kind of makes the Virgo sad. The Virgo placements out there, you will feel stuck. You will feel like you can't seem to say anything or do anything. And that's all right, because this is just a season. So take a time to slow down. That's totally fine. And then when it moves over to Leo, Mercury retrograde in Leo, you're going to feel mummed. You're going to feel a bit muted. You know how Leo is such as, I'm a star, Pearl. I'm a star. Everyone look at me. But Mercury in Leo retrograde, you're going to feel shy. You're going to look more inward, and you're going to concentrate more on your inner energies rather than your outer energies. There. That is Mercury retrograde. That's starting August 5. And then September 17, a second eclipse season. So expect endings, expect shedding. There will be some arguments. And then know that if it's not for you, it's okay to let it go. And the lunar eclipse will start with Pisces, and the solar eclipse will be in Virgo. No. The lunar eclipse will be in Pisces. Sorry about that. The lunar eclipse will be in Pisces. So people with Pisces and Virgo placements should expect big changes. And know that if it's for you, it will stay. If it's not for you, let it go. Totally fine. And then October 2, that is the solar eclipse. Sorry about earlier. I made a mistake. But October 2 is the solar eclipse in Libra. And tama. So the last was the lunar eclipse in Libra. This time is going to be a solar eclipse in Libra. So you want to be able to really shine out the positive traits of Libra during this time, which is diplomacy, empathy, beauty even, since Libra is a Venusian sign. So launching something that has anything to do with Libra energies during this time will be a good thing. And then another date that I want you to take note of is November 5. Another date is November 25. This is the third and last Mercury retrograde. And this year, it's going to begin in Sagittarius. So, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, a very performative sign as well. So, rethink all of the things that you would want to do that is expansive. Rethink that opening a business, moving on to a new home, or getting a new job. Mercury in retrograde November 25 onwards, do make sure that you try your best to rethink those decisions and make sure that you are very, very confident in that decision. Look at all the possibilities that will happen, and if you can, wait for at least the end of the Mercury retrograde before making a decision. All right? So those are the dates that I want you to remember before we start this video. Another thing that I want you guys to know, this is very important, that these energy predictions and these horoscopes are not here to make you feel crucified to whatever it is that is going to be shown. In fact, I want the opposite effect. I want you to have more control. The awareness of the energies coming towards us will help you in your decision making, will help you gain more control. All right? So don't ever feel like you're trapped. This is merely just energy that you can manipulate yourself. We all have that magic within us. Okay? All right, Cancer risings, let's start with your horoscope. Let's first mention Jupiter in Taurus in your 11th house for the first half of the year. This is a really good transit. Jupiter is all about expansion, abundance. It being on your 11th house means that people will be nicer to you. You will have a much more meaningful connections. This is a good time to create connections with friends, groups, alliances, and opportunities as well that you will get through those connections. Do take advantage of this transit, and this will be a good time wherein a friend will just give you an opportunity to grow, or like help you out with your home, with your life, with your opportunities. Accept them. This is the universe giving you good energy towards that, and this is going to be really good for you. People will be You will be surrounded with people that love and adore you, take you in as if you are family. And this is a good time as well to expand your network, maybe even find someone that is extra special, wink, wink. But really, platonic relationships um, are very important during this time. And on top of that, you will have a lot of energies towards partnerships as well. The sun during January will be transiting your seventh house, as well as Mars and Pluto. Pluto is still in Capricorn at the first half of January. So it being in your house of relationships, you will expect some transformation in your relationships, as well as some excitement as well, spicy stuff there as well. When Pluto finally moves over to Aquarius, as I mentioned earlier in the important dates to remember, this is going to change your outlook in life. You might want to be much more what do you call this? Much more aware of how things are in the world. It is transiting through your eighth house once Pluto enters Aquarius. So that means other people's monies, your long term investments, will have a big change as well during this time of the year onwards. Pluto will stay in Aquarius for a long time, 20 years. So expect a lot of changes with how you do this. Pluto being in your eighth house, kind of, you might have sugar baby energies. You might. So if you do find yourself in that situation and you want to be in that situation, well, girl, go for it. Or boy, go for it, guy, whatever. Go for it. I am all for you. I support your decision as long as it is healthy and and you make sure that your boundaries are very well known. Cancer risings, another important thing to remember is the eclipses. The eclipses will happen in your fourth house, Libra, and your 10th house, Aries. Yeah, that's right. And eclipses always bring major beginnings, major endings, and changes. And expect changes in your fourth house with your home, with your parents. This might be a good time for you to move out, especially during the time that the eclipses happen, which I mentioned in the important dates to remember, March, April, and then later on in the year. You might find yourself wanting to move to a different home or really improving your home life. And then you might transition on how you treat your parents and where your parents live, and it also affecting your 10th house of career reputation. You will be reaching points in your career, and you might even start a new one, or you might get promoted. There will be a big change with how you want your career to be. Your reputation will also have a big effect during the eclipses, and you might find yourself changing fields, changing positions, how people view you might change. And again, this will be extra energy towards your reputation. So do make sure that your reputation is something that you would want to have. Do not do things that will tarnish your reputation, if you know what I mean. Because this will be an extra intense time for you. One thing that I want to mention, once March hits, your Saturn, your Neptune will be in conjunction. Oh my gosh, in conjunction in your ninth house. Saturn is all about realism, discipline, and really the hard lessons in life, karma. And Neptune is illusion, dreaminess, what is real, what isn't real, and it being conjunction kind of makes the energy kind of like confusing. Like the things under your nose you might not be able to recognize right then and there. It is transiting in your ninth house of beliefs, philosophy, travel. So you might find yourself wanting to further your education because the things that you used to believe in before, they don't make sense anymore. The things that you used to fight for before, parang it's not good na lang. It's not good anymore. Ganon. And there will be cold, hard truths and things that we used to believe in. So this is a good time to be very realistic. And at the same time, you want to improve your life by being idealistic as well. So do make sure that you put in realistic goals, achievable goals during this time when it comes to philosophy and learnings. You might find yourself traveling, but it might be difficult for you. There will be times wherein your travel will really give you like a hard punch in the face on how reality truly is. You will be faced with how reality is, and this will expand your views a lot. It's like you were trapped in a bubble for a long time, the bubble of Neptune, wherein things are good, things are okay, and then reality hits and you are like, oh my gosh, the world is not very good as it seems. My lifestyle isn't as good as it seems. The philosophy, the things that I believe in, the politics that I believe in, it doesn't seem to make sense anymore. And you will find yourself changing that up. So, Cancer risings, this is a time for you to really think about your philosophies, your ethics, your morals, and truly give it um give it a sit down and see if these are truly the things that you want to hold on to for a longer time. There will be a new eclipse season that will be happening in your ninth house. It's going to be in Pisces. So you will find yourself traveling to places that you've always dreamed of. And there will be challenges going towards that. Like, for example, you've always wanted to visit Paris. And then on your first application of the visa, you get rejected. But on your second application, you will be accepted. So those types of challenges might manifest in your life, but thing is, don't give up. If you are always dreaming of doing something, traveling somewhere, this is always a good time because you will find yourself with a much more open mind and uh, a a view that would want to be changed. So even if you do have setbacks, don't let that set you back. All right, with your Jupiter transiting from Taurus 11th house, which is all about friends and what do you call this? Friends, groups, alliances, people that are on your side. So as long as Jupiter in Taurus, it is in your 11th house. This is a good time to really connect with people, really collect your friends, your networks, and look for opportunities of abundance through your friends. However, once June hits and Jupiter is already in Gemini, that will be in your 12th house. That is when things start to shift, the energy starts to shift. 12th house is the house of dreams, spirituality. So you will find yourself expanding through there. So this is a good time to expand on your spirituality, tap on your psychic abilities. If you feel like you have clairs, psychic abilities, this is a good time to really practice them. I will open a workshop for that. So wait for it. I want to do it in person too. So that would be so much fun because doing it online, like, how can Yeah, we're gonna do it in person. So if you wanna if you wanna enhance that, I am trying and planning to open a workshop for psychic skills development. That would be so much fun. So I do hope to see you there, Cancer Risings. But another thing about the 12th house is, diba, you were from the 11th house of friends. And then once it hits 12th house, aside from it being dreams, and your psychic abilities and all that, it is also the house of enemies. So you might find yourself reconciling with people that you didn't like before, and possible agreements from disagreements, which is good because Jupiter always brings good. And or you will find yourself ending the things that are, or the relationships that are no longer good for you, the people that you deem as enemies, or the people that are just not on your side. You might find yourself really cutting them off, or reconciling with them and putting the water under the bridge, possibly forgiveness. And as well as, if you do find yourself to be an enemy of yourself, mental health matters and all that, you might find yourself forgiving and going through your shadow work journey and finding forgiveness for self for the things that you have done from the past years. This is a good time to really look inwards and find some growth from all of the mistakes that you did. It's really sad if you beat yourself up all the time. And truth be told, you are your own. You are the person that you will grow old with. You might you will grow old with your own body, with your own self. So it's very important that you love yourself. So this is a good time to really start on that self-love journey. Do make sure at the latter part of the year that you take care of your mental health. If you do find yourself in a situation wherein your mental health is just really bad, please do seek professional help. Connect with your friends that you've created through the 11th house transit of Jupiter. Find someone to talk to. Your mental health matters, especially once Jupiter is transiting your 12th house. All right, there will be awakenings that might be overwhelming, and that's totally all right. Okay, so don't worry, there is always someone that can help you. Cancer risings, you might find yourself in a good position when it comes to other people's money. Eighth house matters. Inheritance or money might come through, especially once Pluto has reached Aquarius. You might find yourself getting into inheritance. That's a good side. But on the downside, you might find yourself in debt. So do be careful with how you handle other people's money, your parents, your partners, or your business partners, or in your company. Be very careful with how you handle that. This will be good for you if you handle it right. If you do things right, do things with integrity. But if you do find yourself doing bad things with their money, stealing it, or ano ba yung ginagawa ng mga tao sa pera, na nangaagaw, utang, um, whatever you put out there will always come back. Pluto is there in the eighth house of other people's money. So there will be extra energies towards how you handle it. So do make sure that you handle other people's money with integrity. And the universe will reward you very greatly if you do. Another thing is, this is a good time for you to start monetizing your skills, monetizing your work, and go and really expose yourself through social media platforms if you are an entrepreneur. And this is a good time for you to really dress up, especially during July, where almost everything is on your first house. So do make sure that the way you perceive yourself, the way you dress up, will be something that you are actually proud of. You have to love yourself first, and that will activate really a magnetizing energy inside that people would be instantly attracted to. So do take advantage of that energy, especially in July, Cancer season, essentially. Due to the eclipses, there will be a huge shift in your family life. So you might find yourself expanding your family if you are planning to do that, or moving to a new home, making sure that the home that you are currently in is something that you would really want to go home to. Eclipses will happen in your fourth house. Wait lang, tama ba? Let me look at my notes. Yeah, the eclipses really will happen in your fourth house. So this will bring in new beginnings, endings, changes. So the things that may not that are okay with you before in your home life may not be okay anymore. The things that were normalized before, like traditions that may not make sense, those are things that you may want to change up as you grow older and as the eclipse happens. So this will be a good time for you to really establish new habits, new traditions, new ideals in the home life. And then when it comes to career, you will find yourself really having a jump in that, a change in that, and you will have a clearer picture on how you really want to be in the long term. August onwards, there will be good energies when it comes to communication. However, Mercury is in retrograde during this period. So, again, review and rethink your decisions, your actions, your words, and do make sure that whenever you communicate, you try to communicate it as clearly as possible to avoid miscommunications because Mercury is in retrograde. And it's very annoying when Mercury goes retrograde because not only is communication between in-person conversations are misunderstood, they're also misunderstood in the collective and when you post on social media and all that. So just be careful with how you put yourself out there when it comes to communicating. But on the other hand, it transiting on your third house, it will be extra lenient, I guess, during August. Coming through at the latter part of the year, Pluto will go retrograde, so it's going to go back to Capricorn for a bit. And Capricorn is your seventh house. So expect a lot of transformation in your relationships. You might find yourself jumping through to the next chapter of your relationship if you are in a good one. If you are in a not so good one, you might find yourself realizing that it's really not for you. And if you are single, this is a time wherein you will find yourself discovering new things on how you want your relationships to be. And you might find people coming in trying to date you, but you're really not into them yet. So your boundaries and your standards are very important here, single Pringles. If you are dating, do make sure that the people that you date are really people that you would want to be with. Casual dating during Pluto transiting your seventh house, it might be very transformational. They will be lessons. If you are going to date someone that you just gave a chance to, you're not really that interested in them and di sila pasok sa standards mo, magiging lesson sila. So, careful na lang. So, do make sure that you date people that are actually pasok sa standards nyo. Going through at the end of the year in December, Mars will go retrograde in your second house, which kind of gives a little bit of trouble with your finances, challenges in your finances. So caution and restrain. Don't spend on things that you know will not help you in the long run. This is a time to save. This is a time to avoid risky investments, and as well as Mars retrograding first in your second house and then moving over to your first house. First house is all about physical body and self. So Mars retrograding there, you might want to avoid any risky physical activities. Be extra careful if you're going to exercise, warm up properly. And there might be breakouts. I hate to say it, but there might be breakouts in your skin. So do make sure that you, sorry, do make sure that you do your skincare. Wash your face every night, every day, and double cleanse because Mars retrograde is super annoying. And on top of that, you will be extra irritable, extra annoyed at people. So choose your battles. Don't be a keyboard warrior. And practice restraint when you feel that you're getting angry. All right. And again, Pluto went back to your eighth house. It's done retrograding. But it's like nagtatampo siya. It's always retrograding. Anyway, it's done retrograding by this time. So it's going to go back to your eighth house. So again, eighth house, shared finances, it's other people's money. Partners might have transformative experiences with money, as well as issues and control with money. Again, uh, during this time, Venus is also transiting your eighth house. So You might be sugar babies. Sugar baby energy is very strong during this time. So if you want to do that, go. But if not, totally fine. I respect your decision. But December, if you want to have sugar dads, go. Or sugar moms, go. But you will be on the receiving end during this time. At the same time, businesses will be good. Businesses will be good because this is a good time to handle people's money. So if you are an entrepreneur, again, Mars is still retrograding on your second house. So be careful with how you spend money. But this is a good time to sell and receive money. So when you are receiving money, don't spend them agad. That's the thing. I hope you guys understand. Sorry, I'm rambling. All right, so we've reached the end of the year, and thank you so much for watching the Cancer 2024 horoscope. Cancer risings out there, and Cancer suns and moons. If you decided to watch this, good luck, and I hope this video helps. And thank you so much for watching again. Bye.